to Forza Horizon 6. A game where I imagine you're just starting out, but also you kind of want a lot of money. Like I have 76 million in game right now, and I've earned over, like, I think almost over 100 now. I'd have to fast travel somewhere to see the stat. No, it's right here. I'm right close up to 100 million earned. Well, this is gonna be the full showcase on how to do that when starting the game. Now, when you start the game, you actually have a lot of stuff to do, and you can actually get a fair bit of money by just playing stuff. But don't worry, it's not just gonna be that. This guide is gonna be a mix of AFK methods as well as full-on methods that make you, like, double your money, because well, you'll see how it works. You just double the money that you have, rather than it being per something per hour. It's as much as you can do to 2 times your money. So the more you have, the more you can make. But when you start the game, you want to first look for time attacks. This will be for AFK. Now, I don't remember what the first time attack you unlock is in the game, but I know that this is one that I had, but this will work on any time attack. Now, what you want is just your fastest car. This works with anything, and it's AFK. So do this, like, overnight. Play the game the first day, and then do this overnight the second day. Whatever car you have, enable auto drive, and then drive through the first opening checkpoint. Your car will now just do the time attack, and you still make money from this. This is version 1 of doing this. The only issue with this is every 10 minutes, you'll get a notification that says, hey, you're no longer getting rewards, and all you gotta do is click X to get rid of that notification. So instead, there's also the rubber band method. So Anna will just go round and round and do this over and over again until you turn off auto drive. But if you don't want to check up on it every 10 minutes, which I guess I do while editing, but some people can't do that, obviously, then instead what you want to do is go into settings, and you want to crank your difficulty all the way to the top. By that I mean, like, the comfort features. You want to put traction on, stability on, all of it on the absolute easiest possible. You want nothing to sort of mess with your run. And you want to make sure you have braking to assisted and steering to auto steering. Then, as soon as you go into the time attack, the car will do all the driving, and you just have to put a rubber band on your accelerator. Just like this. Now there is a rubber band on my accelerator, as you can see, going all the way through there, pressing the accelerator. This one you're able to leave. This one you don't have to worry about, and it can stay like this for as long as you want it to, except the higher power cars, it can't really handle. It can only really handle the more base level cars. Even like the GRGT or anything you have will be fine, and this can run overnight. But here's where we get to the fun ones. Now, there will be methods for these methods, but first of all, let me show you the doubling your money method. And for that, we have to go into the HQ. What you'll need for this, and I'll show you how to get it, is skill points and a bit of money to start with. But it doesn't have to be a lot of money. The car you're looking for is the Dodge Viper GTS ACR from 1999. This car, buy as many as you can. In fact, when researching this method, I found about an easier way to do this. Make sure you have the car once, and next instead go into the campaign collection journal, Japan car collection, and now find the Dodge Viper. There it is. And now here you can buy cars way quicker by just doing that. There you go. Boom, buy. And they buy so much faster than buying them from the auto show. It feels okay, this doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like I'm spending real money here. It's doing that quick. That's worrying. Now, I wish I could credit where I found this, but the guy took it down. So I guess this video is the best place to find this method now. But once you have that car, you want to go into, of course, the car mastery, and make your way over to this. The 150,000. Get an instant 150,000 credits. See, this car costs 70,000. So instantly, you are doubling your money. Every penny you have will be doubled. It takes a while to get there, I'll grant you, and it costs a handful of skill points to get there, but boom. Now this dodge has made me double what it cost me. After that, just a little tip, you can either get rid of the car straight away in your catalog, you can sell the car on the auction house, but it's probably gonna only work for a little while as more people catch on to this method. But obviously you can sell it for way cheaper. Just make a little bit of your money back. Put it as low as possible, you know, an extra 34,000. Someone will, they'll probably buy it for now until this method's known of, but you've already, you know, used all the things on it. And an extra 30,000 doesn't hurt, but you've already doubled your money on this car, so you can get rid of it if you really want it. But then the best tip to save confusion is adding a car to favorites. Because once you've done it on one, you want to add the car to favorites so that when you go to your dodges, you can see the ones that have the hearts are the ones that you've already done the method on. Then once you've done all of them, deleted all of them, put them on the auction house, then you buy another set. And every penny you spent is going to double. Now for money, the Dodge Viper, as soon as you have the 30, 60,000, 70,000, or whatever it was for the Dodge Viper, that's all you need to start. Because when you buy one Dodge Viper, you can then buy 2 Dodge Vipers. And then with that, you can buy 4 Dodge Vipers, then 8, then 16, 32, 64, 128. It escalates quickly, and you'll be making 70,000 plus every single time you do that, more and more and more. Doubling your money, the only cap being how much money you have. So the money side of it isn't too much of an issue. What is an issue is getting the skill points. And for that, here's how you can do it. The best method. You'll need the Yashiki house, because this unlocks the estate builder. So let's teleport over to the Yashiki house. And the cars for this are 1, the Dodge Viper Forza Edition. Don't worry, there will be a non-DLC option as well. But this car, if you have it in the DLC, you want this version of the skill tree done. These 2 behind me, all of this done. You don't really care about any of the other ones, but these ones are going to boost how many skill points you get. For a budget option and a non-DLC option, I guess, is the Impreza 22B, which has a pretty decent skill tree, skill point boosting tree. It's on screen right now. Use that for if you don't have the DLC. But obviously, this will be the quickest. So then, in My Horizon, My Estates, you can then look for an estate. Browse community estates. This is the share code. You could screenshot or whatever. Here, let me pose for your screenshot. There you go. Now you have the estate. This is the one you want to do. It's an expensive estate to start with. It costs you a little bit. Yes, there we go. And this will now get you a whole bunch of skill points driving back and forth until you've got as many skill points as you want. You can see it maxes out very fast. Just go back and forth. Now, how do you know when to stop doing this? Well, it's pretty easy. 100k, it makes you 10 skill points. And as soon as you've done that, well, you're not going to earn any more. So once you get to times 5 and 100k, and you probably didn't even run out of stuff by then, that's it. There's no point in going for more. I'll wait for that to finish up, but then we get to the question of, well, Sid, what do I do about the fact that I've now used up everything and I'm going to be grinding those points a lot slower, just doing jumps instead? And there we go. It's finishing up. I actually made 150,000 in the end. But boom, there you go. 10 skill points capped at that. And after that, you just fast travel back to your estate. As soon as you do that, you'll be right here again, and you'll be right back at the estate with everything there. So you just go in over and over, getting more and more skill points. Shout out MJ, as I got this method from him, as Timothy has been helping out on the channel and helping with research. But of course, we're using this method not for wheel spins, but for doubling our money. Now that one's the real grind, which is why I instead prefer to use the AFK methods, even though this is a really, really good method. But you know, every few times you do that 1, 2, this brings us up to 5, that brings us up to 10, that takes us to 20, and that takes us to 30. Every 3 times you do that, you've earned yourself another doubled Dodge Viper ACR. And then when you want the stuff to spawn back in, you just fast travel back to your estate. And as soon as you're there, you can check around the corner, and everything is all spawned in again. And now finally, my personal favorite method, the AFK method. For this one, again, you want to use basically your fastest car, but because it's AFK, it's not too much of a worry. The car, if you have it though, that you want is the Tacoma. The Tacoma Forza Edition is the absolute best for this method. It's got a drag tune on it, because that's what you want to go with. A circuit tune would help, but I prefer to have the mega top speed. And once you've got this thing with a drag tune on it after all of the other grinding you've done, and once you unlock the Colossus event with the gold wristband, so, you know, this is not only is it AFK, but it's real end of the game AFK type B, then you want to go into the Colossus into Rivals. So you have to do the Colossus race at least once to unlock the Rivals configuration. Head over to R class, because your car should be in R class, even still with a drag tune that lowers the rating of it, and then select your car, whether it's your Tacoma or whether it's a different car that you're using if you don't have the Tacoma unlocked, because I don't know if it's DLC only, but I know I had it when I first got on the game, so I got it through some of my DLC. And as soon as you load into this, we're already finished, because you hit start event, have the difficulty as hard as you want, the hardest you can, and then go into Anna and enable auto drive. Down on the D-pad, left on the D-pad, and it will now do runs. Here's the thing you want to make sure you don't forget. When you get to the end of this, it will say that you beat one of your rivals. You want to double check this every now and then, because I guess come back in the 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever it takes. It should take 5 to 6 minutes, and come back and check that you didn't beat a rival. Because if you beat a rival at the end of the lap, it will stop you until you click continue driving. You'll only have to do that once, twice, maybe 3 times. And then after that, when you're up against a rival you can't beat, the game will just keep going over and over, infinitely, overnight. I have woken up to 16 million earned overnight before. It is insane, this method. And the best thing about it is that you can be playing the game the rest of the day and then come over and leave this to go. I do this while I'm editing and whatnot as well. And there you go. Those are the money methods. Thank you so much for watching. That's gonna be about it from me in a bit.